today. Look for the hook. So, I'm not much of a fisherman. I did it a little bit when I was a kid with my brothers and my dad, but I'm not, never did it too much. But I got the idea. You have the hook and you smush it with a worm or put some kind of bait on it. Then you put it down there, and what your hope is that the fish won't see the hook and will see the worm and go snack, and will go for it, will fall for the bait, and then all of a sudden you get this hook up in the upper part of his mouth, and suddenly you have sushi or ceviche or lunch, but you're kind of reliant on him, the fish, not seeing the hook. Well, we're the same way. We get hooked all the time. People don't mean to hook you, but hooks happen. I had about 9 of them on the way here. Driving has a lot of hooks. That will take you to that place where you're screaming at people or giving them gestures. And they take you to that place, where you get defensive or you lash out. Happens all the time. And you want to avoid that because you want to somehow rid yourself of those habitual patterns that always kind of bring you suffering. I'll give a dumb example. A couple months ago, on Saturdays I'm always doing masses in the camps and baptisms and quinceañeras and the whole 9 yardas. So a homie said, "Hey, can you baptize my kid?" And I said, "Sure." And so I put it about 2 o'clock. And so, and then some weeks passed. "Oh, you want it at Dolores Mission?" "No, it's going to be in the house of my compadre." I was, okay, so I didn't really pay that much attention. As I got closer to the day, I said, "Well, what's the address?" "Well, it's in Rialto." "Well, that's like an hour away." And as I tabulated my day at the end of the day, I had driven 6 hours, which is the time it takes to drive to your district from Los Angeles. So I was on the road to Rialto, and I was annoyed, and I was resentful, and I was, why did he ask me? Oh my God, and why did it's my own dumb fault for saying yes? And I'm going on, and you're feeling all these feelings. You're annoyed, you're angry. And then I'm stuck in traffic. And so then a whole other set of feelings come in. I'm going to be late, guilt, shame, disgrace, maybe even a sense of unworthiness. I start to say, if I was a better person, I would have left the house sooner. If I was a better person, I wouldn't have stopped at In-N-Out Burger. If I was a better person, there wouldn't have been traffic at all. You can blame your ass for traffic. So here comes the hook. So I'm, when I could safely text, and the freeway had become a parking lot, I, texted the homie and I said, "Traffic, I'm going to be like 20 minutes late," and I sent it. And of course, he didn't send back, "Don't even tripas." He sent back, "Well, what freeway are you on? We're all here." And I'm about to tell him, where he could put his freeway, when I recognized it as a hook. And I said, "No." And it was a kind of an insight, and so when I got to the house, a half hour late after, late for the baptism, I parked in front and I just took a deep breath. And I sort of looked at all the feelings: anger, resentment, irritation, annoyance, guilt, shame, disgrace, unworthiness. And I kind of just embraced it and considered it and what the Buddhists call the big okay. It was okay to feel all that stuff. And then, as the great wise Fabian de Ora always says, I flipped the script. I sat there and I said, well, I made this decision. I said, I'm going to walk into this house, I'm going to love everybody I find, I'm going to delight in every encounter, I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'll be damned. All those feelings just evaporated. And I got to the house and I had a great time. I wasn't defensive or annoyed that I had to drive all this way and feel guilty about being late. I'm just going to love people. So today, look for the hook. There are a billion of them. People don't mean to do this, but it happens all the time. People are going to brush up against you, bump into you, say something medio scandalous, and don't fall for the bait. Flip the script. Because if the fish saw the hook, he wouldn't be sushi. He'd be swimming. Amen.